What's up, everyone? This is Joe, the 50-something Dasher, and in today's video, I want to talk about my second ever delivery with Roadie, which did not go well, let me tell you. Um, just kind of catch everybody up to speed here. I signed up for Roadie back in November and got activated on it. The very next day, I did my only delivery on it to this point. It was like $7.31, I think. And these last 3 months, sorry for the cough. It'll be throughout this video. I apologize. Um, for the past 3 months, I really haven't seen that much of anything worthwhile to take on there. And, you know, if I was down before on this app, after today and this experience today, I'm even more down on Roadie than I was before. So let's just get right into it. I was bored with DoorDash. I wasn't uh, I'd been logged on for a couple hours and I was only at maybe like, I don't know, 30, $35, and it wasn't getting too many offers come across. It was slow. Well, let's get on to Roadie and see what's on there. Okay, so I see this order here. Um, $12.82, 6 miles. So I'm almost, you might as well say, next door to the CVS by sitting at Meyer. So this is like 6 miles one way, and then of course I'm going to have to travel back to where I'm at. Uh, even still, this is still better than $1 per mile, which is what I shoot for. So I figured, yeah, my first order with Roadie had its issues or whatever. Let's try this again just to try it. Why not? Okay, let's do it. Um, Probably a mistake, guys. So one thing I don't like is that how you like submit a bid and you have to sit there and wait a few minutes to see if they're giving you the order or not. I don't really care for that. It's just kind of, I guess I'm so used to DoorDash. They send me an offer, boom, I accept it, and the offer's mine, and off I go. This where you wait for like 3 to 5 minutes. Am I gonna get it? Am I not gonna get? I mean, I don't know. I don't care for that. I took this picture, as you can see, while it was pending. So it was probably like, let's just say 9:31 when I first saw it, and then this screenshot 9:33. So here's a little bit more details. The order was already already ready. There you see the dimensions: 16 inches, heaviest item a pound, and total weight a pound. But there was more than one item in this order, so that's incorrect, and the total weight was more like probably at least 7, 8 pounds, so something like that, and I'll show the picture here in a second. So that was incorrect, but I mean, no big deal or anything. So now we get to 9:36, and I go to look at my map, and it says that gig is no longer available. So for a split second, I thought it had been given to somebody else. But then when I kind of like tapped out of this, um, then I saw this screen where there it is, and it's ready for me to start. So it took about 5 minutes. You might as well say, before I had the gig and was able to start on it. So, and this two stops kind of threw me off a little. They just mean by that the pickup and the delivery is what the two stops means. Um, but it just for a split second, it kind of confused me. I kind of thought, wait a minute, am I picking up for two customers or no? They just, like I said, they just meant pickup and delivery. I go to the CVS. The instructions told me to go to the front checkout register. Don't go to the pharmacy. And, well, the problem is, I get in there and there was a customer waiting to check out. And both the customer and the cashier were both slow and taking their sweet old time. And I had to be a good little trooper and stand there and, patiently wait um, for all of that to be over with. Finally get and I didn't set my stopwatch. I don't know how long I waited, but there's the order right there, and I could tell by carrying it that this had some weight to it. Like I said, it's probably like 7 or 8 pounds, and definitely more than one item. There's probably like at least 6 to 8 items in there. But obviously, I didn't look inside the sack or anything, so I'm just guessing here. But yeah, it's a fairly decent size order. um, and go to. So you see here where the problem is. So I clicked it. And I'm not sure why. Why do you have to on Roadie? Why do you have to take two pictures of the order? Why can't you just take one picture? Wouldn't that be good enough? So I had to sit there. I had to take two pictures. Get out to my car, and then I chose navigate to the customer. And it would be really nice if all of these different gig apps had their own frickin' navigation system. It's just it's just an irritating pet peeve of mine when you have to leave the app to use navigation. So I had my choice: Apple, Google, Navigate, or whatever navigation. I chose Google. Okay, so I'm leaving the app now to use navigation, which I think is a problem, which leads to this issue right here. So I get to the customer, and you see at the very bottom there where you can swipe to arrive. I go to swipe it, and this is the box that I get. Go to the delivery location. It doesn't look like you're at the delivery location yet. Please message support if you are at the location. I'm literally parked in the customer's driveway. Now, on route to the customer, I was still about 3 miles away or so. I did get a little pop up that my signal had been lost or whatever, and I closed that out, and I was still able to navigate the rest of the way to the customer. So no issues with completely losing my signal and losing GPS. So I had to have some signal. And in this commercial point area, I usually don't have signal issues with my phone. That's another strange thing about this. I think it was the app. I think I had a signal. Well, there you see on that screenshot right there, 2 bars. I mean, shouldn't that be enough? You would think. I don't know. So, so I go to message support. I don't know why you can't call them. I tried to click around a couple places and try to find a phone number. I couldn't find it. It looked like to me that you had to use this support. I don't know. Um, then I'm fiddling around with the app. Another thing I was doing was I was putting my phone in and out of airplane mode. hoping to see if that would help. It didn't. And then at 10 o'clock, I dropped off the customer's order. In the instructions, it said that the customer didn't have to be present. So I figured, well, let me drop this off, take my picture with the house number, and drive away. It says I don't have a signal or whatever. Well, let me drive back to where I was to I know I'll have a signal there and I'll be able to, hopefully get a hold of support and close out this order. Okay. So I drop that off, take a picture, it's saved on my camera roll, and I drive off. Okay. So here's this chat with Roadie that I started right at that drop off, 10 o'clock. And you see here that nobody gets on there until 10:08. It took 8 minutes for somebody to get on there. I was already back to zone. I was already back at the Meyer. Well, I take that back. I was just pulling up to the traffic light and getting ready to turn into Meyer when that message was. I had to use voice to respond to this because I wasn't parked yet. And but yeah, 8 minutes. And then, so basically, I took a screenshot of the beginning of this chat and like the end of it here, and which this didn't all get solved. And so you see here, 10:08. I was in this chat for about over 11 minutes, and I sent I sent the picture of my drop off photo, and then they asked for like the order number. I sent that to them, and then you see here in the chat they had to call the customer and make sure it was received. Customer verified receiving it, and then I asked if they could complete the order. Yeah, I completed the order for you. Is there anything else? No, that's it. Thank you. And finally done at like 10:19. So this took like all it was closing in on an hour. You might as well say, and then is this my last screenshot? Yeah. Um you might as well say like close to 50 minutes that I had wrapped up in this, and for $12.81. Just, you know, so frustrating. I was like, I don't know. I wonder what would happen, what would have happened. I was tired as well. I don't know what my deal was today, but I was tired. I just wasn't in the mental frame of mind to be jerking around with issues like this. And it crossed my mind if support hadn't have come on there, and let's say we're coming up on 15, 20 minutes, whatever the case, it crossed my mind to just log out of that app and close it down, and whatever as far as the system goes, whatever happened with that order happens with the order. I was starting to get to a point where, folks, I just did not care. I was just wanting to be done with this. I tried to do, it's kind of like, I tried to pick up an order on Roadie and do my second order, get a little bit of experience with it. No, guess what, 50 something Dasher? No, screw you. We're going to give you problems with the order. You can't just do an order simple as that, one, two, three, and get another order under your belt. Screw you. We're gonna give you problems. And I just didn't feel like messing with it. I was half tempted to just log off of it, close everything down, and then whatever happened with that order in the system, if it got completed in the system or not, or what, just whatever happened to it happened. If I got paid, if I didn't get paid, I didn't care. I just wanted to be done with it. And if I did a charity order and delivered something to somebody for free at my own expense, then so be it. That's just how tired, frustrated, and defeated I felt. Um, but like I said, now we went 3 months between orders number 1 and 2. Now it may be a long time before I do number 3. A long time, folks. If I even keep this app around at all. Guys, this something in, whether it's karma or some kind of sign from above or whatever you want to call it, something is telling me that Roadie is not for you. In one of my videos a while back, I highlighted a Roadie offer that was like $100 for 90 miles one way, or something. No, it was 99 miles. The airport luggage. If I see something like that again, that might be the only time I take another Roadie order. I don't, it's going to be, like I said, it might be a long frickin' time before I take anything else. But I'm kind of curious about these airport orders. Going to Port Columbus to pick up some luggage. Where do I park? What's the procedure? Would I have to pay to park? How long would I be tied up in the airport? What are these orders like? I'm be very curious to know. And in the next several months, maybe even years, that may be the only kind of order that I take on Roadie after today, just for the sheer curiosity. But guys, never say never. But anyway, this was just a bad experience. This was just bad. Chalk it up as a loss. It is what it is. And that's it for this video. I'll shut this down so I can continue coughing, and for the rest of the day, and I'll probably cough in my sleep as well. And that's it for now. As always, be sure to drive safe out there, and we'll catch you at the next video. Take care, guys.